Welcome to the most listened to golf in the world, the Fairways of Life show, on air, online, and around the world, with the most candid interviews, unforgettable stories, taking you beyond the ropes. Here's your host, New York Times best-selling author, Matt Adams.
We are officially underway, folks. The doors are open to the 2025 PGA show. Jacob Davidson is joining me. He's a VP of product strategy for Callaway. We figured, why not just jump right in? How you doing? How's everything going?
Thanks, Matt. Thanks for having us. It's exciting. What a great way to kick off the show here.
It is. Let's just jump right into that. The elite driver from Callaway is already causing such a buzz in the show. I've been to enough shows to know what happens. The doors open at 8 o'clock in the morning and just the throngs pile into Callaway's booth to talk about this, which we're going to show you guys on national TV right now. Which model did I grab here from you?
Yeah, so this is our Elite Standard here. So we're really excited about the new innovation that's gone into our 2025 product line. As we're saying, the future of performance is elite. So we're excited, 8 yards longer. So we've seen incredible gains in speed. We've seen the best players in the world on tour already adopted this very quickly. So really excited to show the world our new line of products here.
Well, you're kind of already taking me down the pathways that I want to go down in some detail. Let's go piece by piece, if you don't mind. What I'd love to do is hold this up this way to the camera so that we can look at the business end of the club. Take us from the crown on.
Yeah, so there's really three key features that are new for this driver. We'll start first with the crown there, a new thermoforged carbon crown, which is the first time ever that thermoforged carbon's been used in crown design. And so what that allows us to do is really have a unique set of mass properties. You're going to see our new AI 10X face shifting over to that, which really for the first time we're leveraging our artificial capabilities. Callaway's been the leadership in AI, but last year we had AI smart face. This year we have 10 times the amount of control points. So for the first time ever, complete control across that face. So we're leveraging our artificial intelligence to really write lines of codes to allow us to vary the face thickness. So what that does is it gives us increased ball speeds across the face, more forgiveness. And so no matter where you hit it across the face, it's going to be exceptionally hot off the center. But now for the everyday golfer that maybe doesn't hit in the center of the face, being able to control the spin and speed on off-center hits is really important for us. So excited for that. And then an all new shape, something that Callaway's really proud of. We've invested almost $2 million in 3D printing. And so the team worked really hard. They actually printed 3D parts that we were testing for shape and 75 different prototypes really to refine the shape of this. And what we're seeing is increased swing speed. So aerodynamically, this shape is exceptionally fast by still maintaining that forgiving head. So a lot of really good features, new shape, AI 10X face, new thermoforged carbon crown, and ultimately we're seeing up to 8 yards of distance. Really big gains this year.
Pretty amazing. All right, let's just for a second while I have you here, talk about what you did with the sole, the distribution of weight.
That's right. So you'll see a new adjustable perimeter weighting here on our Elite Standard, which really gives you the ability as a fitter or consumer to dial it in, right? So no matter what shot shape you're looking for, you have the ability to adjust that. Our Elite Standard model here has a really unique set of mass properties. So this is going to be our core offering here that's going to be fast and forgiving, but also kind of maintain that low CG, which the golfer needs. So we're excited about this model. It is performed exceptionally.
All right, now I'm not sure. Can you get this on this camera angle? We're talking about the ability to customize even when we're talking about loft and lie variants. What can you tell us about the possibilities here and how much can we affect ball movement?
That's right. So all of our drivers here at Callaway come with our OptiFit connector, which is really a leader in the industry because what it does is it allows you when you adjust it, the shaft doesn't get off center from a grip standpoint. So we have a competitive advantage in that aspect. But you can see you can go lie angle, you can go up, and then in loft you can go up and down or up too. So a lot of adjustability there, whether it's on the OptiFit hosel configuration, on the adjustable perimeter weighting there, really to allow you to get fit for the best possible configuration and optimize performance for you.
Yeah, I'm going to hold it up this way just because we were talking about the shape with Jacob and the amount of work that they did on the aero side. Normally you're getting drag back here, you're getting drag over here, and they've done so much work on it. This particular model, just while we have a chance, I don't want to use up all the time that you have talking about the drivers, but I could because they're that cool. This particular model is for who?
That's just our core model. So the everyday golfer that wants more of the up the gut, more low spinning offering, that's going to fit the majority of them. We do have a couple different options. We have our Elite X, which is a little bit more of our game improvement offering, a little semi-draw bias for that golfer out there that might need a little bit of shot shape correction. So it's going to favor a little bit more of that draw bias. And then
I got to ask you about this one.
Yeah, that's our coveted triple diamond. What's special about this driver really is its report card. So it's the winningest driver over the last 6 years across the global tours. It's won the Grand Slam, it's won a gold medal, it's won USGA medalist honors, and so this is really our tour workhorse. We put it out on tour, we brought it into the market now. Xander won 2 major championships under the triple diamond driver last year, and so we're excited this year. We made some really good changes. You'll see on our triple diamond model, we have the front and back weight configuration. So we don't have the APW, and that's just because that better player normally is dialing in spin more than shot shape. So really excited about this. Have the AI 10X face, the thermoforged carbon crown, and you'll see this year we actually separated it. So this has a gloss crown compared to a matte crown in our standard offering. So just separating that into the triple diamond, but really a great offering, extremely neutral for that player that really wants to be able to control the ball flight based on their swing versus having something to have a little bit of bias in it.
When I was out with you guys at Carlsbad and I was talking to Johnny Wonder, he told me that Xander was hitting this and automatic. He was like, oh my.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have the best in the world giving you an oh my moment, something's working. Let's talk about these irons as well before we run out of time here with Jacob. You tell me where you want to start because all of these look beautiful.
Yeah, let's start with our Elite Standard. So this is our core iron. Really excited about 3 new key features here. So we'll have our AI 10X face. We have an all-new construction method and then a new tri-sole. So for us, we really focused on, we said, hey, we want to improve sound, we want to increase ball speed, and we want to help golfers with turf interaction. And so we worked really hard on those 3 key features. As you'll notice, we introduced chrome plating to our core offering this year.
Beautiful.
They look very premium, and I think that golfers are going to see a ton of new gains in distance and forgiveness. Like I said, the AI 10X face, a new construction method. You're going to get an all new feel through these. You're going to feel a premium forge. The sound has changed, and I'll tell you, we just had a ton of people through, and you were there at our ECPC a couple of weeks ago, and just a ton of good feedback on these irons. So we're really excited about them.
It is. They're absolutely beautiful. I think the best thing you can do with a set of irons is that if you have an iron that's absolutely packed with technology, and you do, if you have an iron that you can look at, it's got a nice wide flange on it, so you know it's going to help get the ball airborne. But if you can make the iron at the same time look like a player's iron, like all of these do, one of them very much is, then now you've hit gold. Because now you're going to have people going out and saying, as they should, I'm proud to put this Callaway iron in my bag.
That's right, and just like our drivers, we have 3 models here in your hand. We'll have our Elite Standard, which is our core game improvement iron. We'll have our HL, and this is kind of an emerging category. And what we found is really there's a lot of golfers out there that need a little bit of help getting the ball airborne.
Sure.
It isn't always about distance for them. It's keeping the ball in the air, and they're need a little bit of that extra height. And so we've introduced our HL line last year and our AI Smoke platform. We're bringing it back this year, and it's for that golfer that they want to be able to hold the green. They want that steeper descending angle. And so we'll have our Elite Standard, we'll have our HL, and then we'll have our X, which is our super game improvement. It's the model that has a little bit more offset, a little bit wider sole, more confidence inspiring, might need a little bit forgiveness. But really exciting stuff here from the Elite Standard irons, the Elite X, the HL, and they'll pair nicely with our driver offerings.
It is so awesome, my man. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having
Congratulations. I mean, does it go without saying you guys are super pumped?
We are so excited. A lot of good energy here for the Elite line, and we're excited because the future of performance is elite.
It is great. All right, so Ludwig Aberg, or Berg, I should say to pronounce it correctly, had a chance to speak at the Farmers in advance, and we wanted to give you just dip into that so you could hear a little bit from him as we change the set out and bring you more product. Let's go to Ludwig.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was really cool. It was definitely different, and going into, I didn't really know what to expect, I guess, but I've always been so jealous of other athletes being able to have that stadium feel and environment, and I thought it was the coolest thing, kind of having music playing, and you can kind of pick the songs that you like, and you have the walkouts, and I thought it was definitely something that I really enjoyed, and I think because I watched it last week too when I was home, and it brings a little bit of a different audience, I think, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
All right, so there's so much going on around the show, including all of this that's going on around the show. It's okay, Mitch, go ahead, do your thing. So this is, of course, the 72nd PGA merchandise show. So we had thousands, tens of thousands of people that were loading into the PGA show earlier today. They want to see everything, including what we just showed you, that beautiful Callaway driver, which was awesome. Look at this. Look at all the people that can fit in these aisleways. Well, that's because it's 1.1 million square feet of space devoted to everything around the game of golf. Look at my team working like mad to get Aki ready to go. This is from 1954 when it started in trunks of cars down in West Palm Beach. Obviously, this is the largest golf exhibition anywhere in the world. This is also the largest PGA show in the last 15 years. Think about that for just 1 second. We're live from the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, Florida. Okay, so as a means of intro, I'm not gonna even talk about the products because I introduce yourself to the audience, introduce the product from Newton so that the world can see what we have here, because I'll comment in a second, but feel free.
So hi, I'm Aki Yorihiro. I'm the co-founder and chief technology officer of Newton Golf. Okay, got it.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right, so take us through Newton shafts. What are they? Why are they?
Sure. So we are a made in America driver and fairway wood shaft company. We started the business November 2023. Last year was our first full year. And it's just been an amazing year. We've had great sales, we've had success on the tour, a lot of players playing it, and we just want to keep this momentum going.
And how do you keep that momentum going? How are you getting the word out from people? What's it like when they hit for the first time, they realize, you know what, the shaft is the engine behind the club?
Yes. So first thing first, performance. You got to have performance. You can't get tour players to play it without performance. You can't get college kids to play it. You can't get great amateur to play it without the performance. So we listen, we react, we try to make the best shafts we can. And it is the shaft that powers the driver.
Yeah.
All the heads are great,
Yeah.
right? But it's regulated by USGA. You can't go any faster. How are you going to go faster and straighter? It's the shaft.
And this shaft, talk to me about the dynamics of load so
Sure.
that we can, to put it this way, I know all of you want to get better performance, not only with dispersion, but also with distance. How does this accomplish that?
Sure. So our motto is straighter, longer, with less effort. Okay?
That's a good motto.
And we do that by, one of the big things we do is that it's an elongated bend profile.
Okay.
So if we were to bend this, I can show how much of that shaft, that bend profile is very wide.
Versus the old days where there was a kick
There's
point,
a kick.
you've spread it out.
Exactly.
Okay.
And by spreading it out, we can store more energy into that wider area as opposed to just storing it right here where the kick is. So that alone, I'm storing more energy. I make the shaft more efficient. If you want to hit it farther, you got to store more energy, and that's what we do.
And what's the reaction like when you see, I remember I was talking to Angelo yesterday, he was telling me about Ken Duke, where the first time you saw someone of that stature.
Yeah.
What's the, oh, I get it moment like?
Right. Well, they swing it, they go, wow, this is, first of all, they say, wow, this is different. It feels great, and the ball goes, right? And then the next thing happens is they're playing with people that they know very well, right? And so they know how far Ken's hitting, and then now all of a sudden Ken's hit it longer, so they say, well, what have you been doing? Have you been doing Pilates, yoga? No, I just changed the shaft, and guess what's happening?
Beautiful.
So that's been the word of mouth and how it's spread.
Now, Newton shafts, if people are interested in trying these for their clubs, how, when, and where, how do we connect them?
Okay, so we're in about 250 fitters around the country, and those are listed on our website, etc. We're also a direct-to-consumer company, and so you can go to newtongolfco.com, and they can come to us. There's a 30-day money-back return if you don't like it, or we can exchange it for another dot. We're all about customer service, right? Because everybody who plays a shaft is our ambassador out in the world. So we want them to do great, and then we want them to spread our good word.
How has the reception been so far?
At the show?
Just in general.
Just in general.
This concept of spreading
Yeah,
out.
it's just been amazing because first and foremost, people feel the difference. And that's the important part. You know, when somebody feels a difference, they say, okay, this is not just another shaft. And when it works, when it goes straighter, when it goes longer with less effort, they're like, wow, this is great, right? It's in my bag. Right, so that's been the reception.
That's the message that we have to get out to the world. Straighter, longer, with less effort is pretty darn strong. It looks great. Good to see you.
Good to
Thank
see
you so much.
Thank you very
Congratulations
much.
with everything that you guys have going on. Newton Shafts. All right, we'll be back with more live from inside of the Orange County Convention Center. It's all part of the 2025 PGA show where you could find all the great items just like Newton.
Good.
Thank you, Matt.
All right.
Guys are
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
How great is that?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thanks, dude. I wanted you to introduce yourself, introduce the product. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's perfect.
Great. Thank you so much. That's good.
Then Bridgestone fit me again.
Thank you. Awesome.
And I went on another one.
We'll catch you.
Pretty good, Angelo. Live TV, buddy. Live TV. You got to roll.
Fit again
Show
for
must
the
go
new
on.
Tour BS.
Thanks, brother. I'll see. Hey, I'll stop by. I'll stop by and see you guys.
Help you.
Every January, PGA Tour Superstore pros meet every manufacturer, learn about the latest equipment, log thousands of hours of training, and together hit over 100,000 balls. All so they can get you the perfect fit.
When you choose Newton shafts, you're choosing more than a product. You're choosing innovation, pride, and excellence right here in America. We pay attention to the minutest of details, and you can feel that in the performance of our shafts.
I think when you're training for other sports, or why most people go to the gym is so that they can have muscles and be strong and be healthy. And a lot of the reason why they struggle to play golf is their body doesn't move properly for them to be able to hit a golf ball. And when you're training for golf, it's a little bit different because you're focused more on flexibility and mobility and being strong in motion. When you're able to kind of have a warm up and have a workout routine and kind of gradually build up to where you're training your body to move properly, yeah, you're going to get a lot of big dividends on the golf course.
Our journey began with a simple yet powerful vision to provide the world with the highest quality Virginia-type peanuts. The Hubbard Peanut Company, where quality and tradition meet to create an unforgettable experience. Visit hubspeanuts.com to explore our full range of products and place your order today.
Super easy to hit. Introducing the new PXG Black Ops irons, our first game improvement iron.
It's a larger face heel to toe.
It launches the ball high in the air and really far.
Much higher levels of forgiveness. You set that club down, it creates a lot of confidence. It's supported by this X-Core polymer material.
And that's where you get improved ball speed. If you're looking for a distance, forgiveness, and feel, Black Ops irons are going to be for you.
PXG, nobody makes golf clubs the way we do, period.
Stride by Zero Friction, the first of its kind personal caddy. Walk in comfort and style with Stride's remote and follow me technology. The Stride handles almost any terrain, and its 54-hole range will last all day. The lightweight design and removable front wheels makes it simple to handle. Plus, it easily fits golf carts. Pick up your Stride today at a local PGA Tour Superstore near you or at zerofriction.com/Stride. Stride, your personal caddy.
Welcome you back to the 2025 PGA show inside of the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, Florida. Travis Middleman is joining me. He's a design engineer for Ping, and we're going to be talking about a couple different things. Good to see you, Travis.
Yeah, good to see you.
We're talking about their new driver. We're going to be talking about their new iron. Which one is the Max? I've got this in front of me.
Right in the middle here, yep.
All right, let's talk about that first. I'm going to put that right down there. All right. This Max driver, typically, you know what? Let's go to the business end of it first here, Travis. Could you want to take us through the components? You want to start at the top?
Yeah, we sure can, yeah. So a lot of the new technologies we're introducing on 440 are to essentially help players play their best, lower the CG as low as possible. So things you'll see at the first glance are carbon fly wrap across all of our models, Max, LST, and SFT. That's our composite crown that physically wraps from the crown into the skirt on both sides.
Yeah.
Really great at saving mass from an area high on the club head that we can use to lower the CG.
You can see it here on your television screens right now. Now it's revealing for us what's under the hood. What can you tell us here?
Yeah, so free hosel design. That's our new technology in the heel side of the face to free up a lot of mass, also pretty high on the club head. When we take that mass away from the high heel region, it allows us to take that mass and put it in areas that help drive CG lower. It also helps to free up the heel side of the face, so we get a little bit more ball speed on the face response.
Very nice. And what of the weight in the back that we're looking at here?
Yeah, a lot of the savings we get from those technologies we put into our CG shifter. So that's our ability to add mass in the back of the club in the most ideal place for MOI and CG. So it allows us in the fitting environment to move the player's ball flight plus or minus 7 to 10 yards, either in the fade going right or for right-handed golfer in the draw going left.
That's amazing. Speaking about that kind of customization, we were looking at what we can do with the shafts, lofts, and lie angles.
Yeah, so trajectory tuning hosel, we value having a very lightweight, easy to use system to allow the golfer to adjust plus or minus 1.5 degrees of loft each way. Yeah, another tried and true method for us.
Beautiful. All right, so as we come back on camera here, I want to show you something on top. If I remember correctly, these are the turbulators on
That's
top,
correct.
right? Talk to us about why you designed these into the head and what they're for.
Yeah, we've had them for close to 10 years now, and they're still just as functional today. Turbulators help to reduce the drag as the air is flowing over the top of the crown. They help to keep the air connected a little bit longer, which in essence helps you swing the club faster. So they're functional. They help you get the most speed out of what you can provide.
It's amazing. The way you were talking about this carbon wrapping the way, normally there's a seam, and this one, how do I call it? You skirted it right around the edge of the head.
Yeah, we finished it in such a way that it is kind of understated, trying to be there, but not as bold, very polished look at a dress.
Incredible. What kind of results are you getting with the new driver? Are you getting feedback?
Great feedback. We have two wins on Worldwide Tour so far, and it's been really good adoption. I think the concept of really low CG, the entire build is a little bit lighter, so we ended up going a little bit longer and a little bit lighter as the full club. So we're seeing really good high launch, which in the fitting environment is allowing consumers to play really high ball flight, and if not, we can also optimally fit you for the correct loft, and you'll see a little bit more speed.
Okay, I have the Max model in my hand as you were noting to us. What's the difference between the Max and where we go next? Say for a player that might be having a problem with the ball going right, or they're looking for a little bit more of a draw bias. Do you have?
We have the SFT,
one, right?
yeah. So we have options for all different player archetypes, right? So SFT is our straight flight technology. That's really for a player that needs to help correct a right miss for right-handed golfer. Someone needs to hit a draw. And so positioning the weight a little bit more heel side enables the player to close the club a little bit easier. We build it a little bit lighter to allow the player to square the club at impact to help promote more of that straight flight.
All right, so far you've talked about the general design. Obviously you're referring to MOI, et cetera, and how much you can affect the impact of the shape of the golf ball. When you were talking about with the first one with changes with the loft and lies as well. Now we're talking about where you've got the weight so that we're hopefully trying to eliminate some of the rightward miss. How big a market do you see for these two in terms of percentages?
Yeah, Max is definitely our bread and butter in terms of where we see in the marketplace. SFT is a growing share for us. I think it's a good point you note there is that we've actually added a lower lofted SFT head because we felt like there are more athletic players that have entered the game that need help turning the ball over. So we've actually kind of doubled down in the SFT space to add a lower lofted head to help that faster speed player who needs help turning the ball over.
Okay, now I've got the LST, which is always, this is like, whenever you see the LST from Ping, you know that you've got the super sports car in your hand. What can you tell us about the LST?
So LST is low spin technology. So looking at where Max is a moderate spin, really good launch, SFT is trying to get the ball in the air and turn over. LST is geared towards the person that needs spin reduction. And we actually end up making a little bit more fade bias to help with that player archetype who's going to be using it. So it's a little bit more compact, heel to toe, front to back, kind of garnering that player's inspiration and shape, but packed in is just the same amount of technology. So carbon fly wrap, free hosel design, the CG shifter helps to dial in the left to right trajectory even for those fastest players. So everything we put into our Max or SFT, we want to deliver in the LST just with a lower spin profile.
Is this what you're playing?
I play the LC.
I
correct.
knew that.
Yep,
I
yep.
saw that one coming. Okay, you did bring one iron with me as well.
Yes.
And I wanted to pull that one up. Boy, this is the G440 iron. Where would you like to start with this?
Yeah, I think it's our desire to help people play their best. We want to make sure in the iron space we're helping people get the ball in the air. I think obviously distance is great in the fitting environment to help sell golf clubs, but we know it needs to be functional on course. So with G440, we've taken a really good look at how do we lower the CG. The lower we can take the center of gravity of the golf club helps get more ball speed and launch higher, which we know is going to benefit people on course. So you'll see at address, we've made the face a little shallower, which means we can go a lot thinner for the same durability. So it does help to drive the CG down when we save that face mass from the face. But we do have a really nice cosmetic piece on the back there you looked at is their Pure Flex badge. So it's a really nice aesthetically pleasing feature, but it does help to dampen out vibrations at impact. It's a badge that's actually made of 4 different zones that independently flex at impact. So we've worked so hard to make an iron that flexes. It's distance focused. We don't want to slap a badge on there that just kills all of that distance gain we just got. So Pure Flex is enabling us to dampen vibration, but also allow the face to flex.
I love this part of it too when you're looking at that face flex, but look at the undercut in this iron. It's a deep undercut. This is a really deep perimeter weighted iron for a lot of forgiveness.
That is the foundation of Ping's philosophy on iron design and metalwood design, putter design. We're a foundation of putting mass at the perimeter of the golf club, right? So aesthetically pleasing, right? The badge fills that cavity, but we're trying to save as much mass to push it to the perimeter as much as possible, because that's where you'll get more speed and forgiveness.
I love what you did with the top line. It's kind of blunted, it's beveled on both sides so that it has the stability that you need on a top line, but it's so pleasing to look down with at the eye. Same too, as you guys will see when you see this in your golf shop, the leading edge is also beveled in terms of its turf interaction. Look at the width of the flange, the sole of this club to help you get the ball airborne, and then beautiful for turf interaction on the backside of it as well. You could probably also see, sorry Travis if I hit you with it, you also can see the offset of the iron. It's all beautiful. When I look here though, what am I looking at?
Yeah, so we like to weight our irons to every consumer, right? We have custom weighting of our irons, making sure outgoing swing weight from our factory in Phoenix is correct. So the way in which we do that, we're trying to do it as efficiently as possible. So that's actually a tungsten toe screw.
Oh, okay.
Coupled with a tungsten shaft weight underneath the hosel there. We're trying to balance those two in our design to elevate MOI while getting your club to the correct swing weight that you're going to order once you get fit.
It's great. Are these in the marketplace right now?
They are, yes.
Oh, everything is available for Ping in the marketplace right now. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much for showing us all of the new products coming out in the G440 line from Ping. We're not done yet, folks. We're going to continue down the road of talking about what is new, and we'll be joined by a star of the game right after this. Stay with us. Awesome job.
Thank you so much.
In Ireland, golf is more than just a game. Come and experience our world-famous links courses and our world-famous parkland courses, all set alongside world-famous scenery. And visit our world-famous historic sites. And while you're here, enjoy our world-famous hospitality. Fill your heart with Ireland at ireland.com/golf.
Ben Hogan Golf Equipment is back. Established in 1953, we serve golfers who demand excellence of their equipment. Designed by the game's best engineers, forged in the world's best foundries, and built to order in the USA. Don't settle for off-the-rack disappointment. Elevate your game with custom clubs at direct-to-consumer pricing. Exclusively at benhogangolf.com. That's benhogangolf.com.
The best feeling iron I've ever hit. Introducing the new Gen 7 irons, the greatest leap forward in irons technology, in performance, in PXG history.
Our new quantum core material explodes off the face. Are you kidding me?
The Gen 7 irons deliver groundbreaking new levels of forgiveness, speed, distance, and feel.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Look at that trajectory. Just phenomenal.
Gen 7.
It doesn't get any better.
PXG, nobody makes golf clubs the way we do, period.
Baseball? Nah. Football? Done it. I think I'm gonna go after PGA Tour.
Playing on the PGA Tour is not easy. But you know what is easy?
Getting the 524 series from Tour Edge. Hitting linebackers and home runs used to be easy.
Out here, you're going to need all the easy you can get. Introducing the 524 series from Tour Edge, the easiest clubs you'll ever hit. Even the best players in the world can use a little easy.
I like the sound of that. Look out, PGA Tour. Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
What would your ultimate golf experience be like? Just you and a friend? Or would you round up some buddies for a foursome? Just one day? Or an entire week? There's a good chance your ultimate golf experience could be Michigan's magnificent 10. 10 incredible courses set among 3 remarkable resorts. See for yourself. Book your ultimate golf experience today.
Our journey began with a simple yet powerful vision to provide the world with the highest quality Virginia-type peanuts. The Hubbard Peanut Company, where quality and tradition meet to create an unforgettable experience. Visit hubspeanuts.com to explore our full range of products and place your order today.
Every January, PGA Tour Superstore pros meet every manufacturer, learn about the latest equipment, log thousands of hours of training, and together hit over 100,000 balls. All so they can get you the perfect fit.
When you choose Newton shafts, you're choosing more than a product. You're choosing innovation, pride, and excellence right here in America. We pay attention to the minutest of details, and you can feel that in the performance of our shafts.
The stars are out at the 2025 PGA show. Adam Renberg's joining me from Bridgestone Golf. Boo Weekly is sitting in between us. Guys, it is awesome to see you. I'm going to have us just jump right in so we can get started because, Adam, you've got some golf balls here you want to tell the world about.
Yeah, so we're super excited to launch the new E12 series. Everything for us ladders down from ball fitting. We're the #1 ball fitter in golf. We do tons of ball fittings, and we look at that data, and that's how we build these specifications, whether it's for tour guys like Boo or for a lot of our everyday players that need a little bit better launch conditions. So the E12 series is designed to optimize launch. We have the E12 High Launch, which is a softer compression, launches higher off the face to get the ball up in the air. The E12 Straight, which is our most popular golf ball, is designed to reduce side spin for straighter flight. And then the E12 Speed, a little bit firmer, lower, more penetrating flight.
Beautiful. Can I hold those?
Absolutely.
I want to get them in a way so the camera gets a really nice shot of what we're talking about here. This product, has this been a product category that had such demand that you felt like, you know what, we want to have a little bit more offerings?
Oh, absolutely. Our previous iteration of the E12 was the E12 Contact, and so we expanded that line to include a little lower flight and a higher flight option for those players that are seeking to optimize their distance through launch conditions. We found that 85% of golfers aren't optimized off the tee. So they're either launching it too high or too low, or as most people, left and right. So we're trying to kind of get everybody and tighten that window by optimizing those launch conditions.
How much does Bridgestone benefit from the fact that you're Bridgestone and you have literally thousands of design engineers underneath your umbrella?
Yes, we are first and foremost a rubber and polymer company, so it does benefit us a lot to kind of dive into that. And so what we're able to do is tweak materials, tweak the specifications, and make them perform differently based on us being rubber experts.
Yeah, I mean, you're literally building tires for performance and to save people's lives, and then somebody goes, hey guys, you know what? I think I found something here, might work at a golf ball.
Yes,
Hand this back to you. Why not? Boo, what's going on, man? How you doing? How you feeling?
We're good, sir. We're good, sir.
Shoulders good, hip is good.
Everything's good. We're ready to get back to golfing.
Oh, your golf
Let's
swing.
get this weather right. We get ready to play some golf.
Weird with that. This isn't your fishing weather, is it?
No,
the bass wouldn't bite in this, would they?
No, but it's good hunting now. Good hunting. Right now it's hunting season still for us in Florida.
Fair. There you go. There you go.
Yep.
What do you have in your hand?
I got the XS ball. This is what I play out on tour.
Okay.
That I prefer. And there's the black one. It's the X ball, which is the two I kind of flip back and forth through. Yep. The X ball is a little more firmer. The XS ball is perfect for me because it spins. It goes high enough for me. I can control my spin around the greens with it. But like in wet conditions, I can go to the X ball, which is the black box ball, and it does the same thing. It's a little more firmer around the greens, but I like this ball. Out of the bunkers, I can make it spin. My little chip shots, my 40, 60-yard shots where, you kind of got to nip it because it might be tucked over a bunker or something. I can get it done with this ball.
How important is it? Here we got one of the best players in the world talking about a golf ball that suits his needs. How important do you think it is for everybody to understand what ball's right for them?
My main thing is the best thing to do is take your ball out, how far you hit your 9-iron, your 7-iron, go out there, find you about a 5 to 7 mile per hour wind. It's in your face and hit it. And if you're not getting, you know how far should go with no wind, but into the wind it should be like 3 to 4 yards shorter because of the power of the wind. But like this golf ball, I found that it still goes through the wind. It still goes to my numbers. So that's why I went to Bridgestone. This is why I play it.
Adam, let's ask your input on that as well. You guys started the revolution of fitting people for golf balls some years ago now, and we're talking about hundreds of thousands of live testing, millions of people impacted by this message of what golf ball is right for you. Is that message continued to resonate? Is it more important now than ever?
Oh yeah, we still do surveys and studies, and we try to find out how many people has been fit, how often they've been fit, and there's a lot of people out there that still need to get fit. So ball fitting is still foremost our number one thing, what we focus on. The ball is what we do very well. You mentioned all the polymer and rubber stuff and the engineers. The ball it's the only piece of product that you hit on every single shot, so it's one of the most important things that you have in your bag.
Hey, it's been some time, my friend, since we've been talking about the name Bridgestone on hard goods that look gorgeous like this. So I don't want to, I know this is more than a prop. I want to actually talk about these clubs we have in front of us. If you're willing to, what are we looking at?
Yeah, so we're coming back to the U.S. market with some clubs here. We have some wedges that are really good. These are all forged, single-piece offerings. We have a muscle back, a CB, and a CB Plus. The muscle back, obviously, for guys like Boo, like to shape the ball, work it, keep the ball down, flight it. The CB is also still a small, compact forging, so it's not really big. Still a really good player's iron. Chris Gotterup's using the CB. And then we have the CB Plus, one that Fred Couples has used all these years, a dual pocket cavity. He likes a little longer heel to toe, so that ball's still that club's still a forged club, but a little bit longer flange for a little bit more workability, a little bit more forgiveness out on the toe for Freddie.
It is absolutely awesome. So, you ready to go? 2025 going to be the year for Boo again?
I hope so, yes sir. I hope you're right.
All right, we cannot wait, guys. Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Yes,
good to see you. Congrats with all of the success you guys are having in Long. May it continue. Jason Day is getting ready for Torrey, and he spoke about the transition.
It was nice to be able to get out to the desert where you feel like you're playing in a dome, which you pretty much are at 75 degrees and sunny. And like you said, I mean, the scoring conditions are very favorable out there. You have to look at where they're putting pin locations. We're playing with amateurs as well, so the pin locations aren't as tough, and they're like little pockets, so you can actually hit it into a section and it kind of funnels all in together, and you have an opportunity to, even if you hit a poor one, you still got an opportunity to make birdie. Here, you can't do that. You can't fake it out here. It's a very difficult golf course. They do have sections, but, you've got 14, for instance. If the pin's up the top left, it's very difficult to get up on top of that, even more so to the top right location as well from the fairway. So you have to change your mentality from going, like trying to shoot a low score, to I've got to pick and choose how much I want to bite off here. Do I want to be a little bit more aggressive on this par 5, try and make a birdie? If anything, even the scoring opportunities that you have out here, you just got to make sure you don't shoot yourself in the foot, because you can definitely do that pretty quickly, especially with how thick the rough is. So it's more about changing your mentality from being aggressive to I need to be a little bit more conservative, and we know that these courses aren't going to yield a lot of birdies. North course, that's a different story. There are a little bit more opportunities out there, but since the changes, it's gotten tougher. So, just a patient week. Like you said, 9 and 10 under my wins, and I think somewhere around that is usually what usually wins this week. So if you can go, can I shoot 2 under a day, every day, and try and stay on that pace. Usually you'll get yourself into contention on Sunday, and then, you know, who knows what happens. So that would be the ultimate goal, is try and shoot a couple under a day and then go from there.
Jason Day from Torrey Pines. Simon Middleton's joining me right now. He's the CEO of multiple brands, including Ben Hogan, who I've always said the same thing, Simon. Someone to put Ben Hogan clubs in their bag is going to be incredibly proud. But what you have done, I'm not sure if you can see it with camera too, what you have done with the designs now is more and more and more of an advancement. And this is stuff, folks, that you can contact directly. I always like to say, why not make Ben Hogan your personal tour truck? What do you want to tell us in terms of what you're working on?
Yeah, so in the last sort of 15 months, we've developed a complete new range across the Hogan line. You know, obviously Hogan are very well known for forged irons and the highest quality for players. We've also introduced this year a brand new range of woods, a lot of technology in them. You know, we have Gavin Wallen as our head designer, who's, you know, famously with Adams and through various companies. He's been involved in this, you know, so it's been an exhaustive process to get the clubs where we want, but we're very proud of what we've ended up with this year.
All right, well, the results of that exhaustive process is the driver that I'm holding in my hand. So why don't you and I take it piece by piece? I'm holding it this way because I call this the business end of the club with the carbon crown. Let's start right here.
Yeah, so effectively we have two models in this. We have the Max, which is the maximum forgiveness club for players of all standards. With carbon crown, we've also got the DNA of Hogan with the speed slot also in carbon on the side here. Yeah. So fully adjustable, and we also have this model available in a low spin model for the higher swing speed players, you know, just want to take less spin off the
Very
ball,
nice,
so.
and I can see by the design that we're looking at here, you have the weight low and back to impact the launch angle. Correct. What do you want to tell us about this design?
Yeah, so this is, you know, for the perfect MOI, or to give the most amount of forgiveness on the club. The low spin model, you'll see the weight at the front just to take the spin off, as say, for the higher swing speeds.
Lovely, you can see that weight right there. Also, I see customization with the interchange between the shaft and the head, which is going to affect lie and loft.
Correct, yeah. So it's fully adjustable, 2 degrees either way. We build all these clubs in Henderson, Nevada, so you know, they're fully customizable. We build, you know, everything's done there. We have all the shaft options available across the lane.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. I spent a lot of the time by interviewing this because it's so beautiful. BenHoganGolf.com is where people can go for more information. I do see some fairway metals here that look pretty nifty and look very much like they're serious.
Correct, yeah. So you'll see this across the line from the PTX series, the fairways, and also the hybrid that we're incredibly proud of. I've been using the original sample of that for about the last 9 months. It's an incredible club. With the hybrid, it's a bit more of a, you know, we're calling it a mid-brid. I don't know whether it's a new name for it, but it's a slightly bigger head. One of the things I always found is with the smaller heads, they tend to get a bit light and hooky.
Yeah, they can get
and obviously Gavin's, with his experience with Adams Golf, you know, is highly experienced in that hybrid version. So, you know, we've 3D printed sample after sample to actually perfect the process. Tested, and now we've got really an end product that's so user-friendly. I've never found a hybrid in testing that works quite as well as that.
We got about 45 seconds left here, and I'm looking at various models of these Hogan irons, something for every player.
There are something for every player. What we're really excited here is we've got the new Fort Worth models in a muscle back and a cavity back, and it has really interesting technology. It has ceramic matrix composite inside, which allows us to move the center of gravity to the perfect place in each club. So it's part of the forging process. It allows us to have more forgiveness in the club, and also keep the MOI lower in the longer irons, higher up the club for more spin in the shorter irons. So really high technology in there. So we're very excited about the end product.
Unbelievable. This man is my friend. He's also a genius. Sometime I need you to come back and talk to us about some other big brands like McGregor and Ram as a little tease. Looking forward to that. Good luck to you.
We'd love to.
Great to see you, my man. It looks absolutely beautiful. More live from the PGA show. When we come back, we're going deep with Cobra right after this.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Awesome,
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
Did you get everything you wanted?
Yes, thank you.
Like 2000, went on a little run. Then Bridgestone fit me again, and I went on another run. just got fit again for the new Tour BX. The ball fitting's been helping me. Will it help you?
What would your ultimate golf experience be like? Just you and a friend? Or would you round up some buddies for a foursome? Just one day? Or an entire week? There's a good chance your ultimate golf experience could be Michigan's magnificent 10. 10 incredible courses set among 3 remarkable resorts. See for yourself. Book your ultimate golf experience today.
I think when you're training for other sports, or why most people go to the gym is so that they can like have muscles and be strong and be healthy. And a lot of the reason why they struggle to play golf is their body doesn't move properly for them to be able to hit a golf ball. And when you're training for golf, it's a little bit different because you're focused more on flexibility and mobility and being strong in motion. When you're able to kind of have a warm-up and have a workout routine and kind of gradually build up to where you're training your body to move properly, yeah, you're going to get a lot of big dividends on the golf course.
Super easy to hit. Introducing the new PXG Black Ops irons, our first game improvement iron.
It's a larger face heel to toe.
It launches the ball high in the air and really far.
Much higher levels of forgiveness. You set that club down, it creates a lot of confidence. It's supported by this X-Core column material.
And that's where you get improved ball speed. If you're looking for distance, forgiveness, and feel, Black Ops iron is going to be for you.
PXG, nobody makes golf clubs the way we do, period.
Stride by Zero Friction, the first of its kind personal caddy. Walk in comfort and style with Stride's remote and follow me technology. The Stride handles almost any terrain, and its 54-hole range will last all day. The lightweight design and removable front wheels makes it simple to handle. Plus, it easily fits golf carts. Pick up your Stride today at a local PGA Tour Superstore near you or at zerofriction.com/Stride. Stride, your personal caddy.
Every January, PGA Tour Superstore pros meet every manufacturer, learn about the latest equipment, log thousands of hours of training, and together hit over 100,000 balls. All so they can get you the perfect fit.
It is the 2025 PGA Show. We're live from the Orange County Convention Center here in Orlando, Florida. And there are tens of thousands of people pouring into this facility right now. They'll be filling up a space of 1.1 million square feet. And why shouldn't they? Because if it exists in the world of golf, it exists right here inside of this room. And I suspect if it exists in your desire for your golf game, it exists inside of the golf bag that's before me. Jose Miraflor is with me from Cobra. Dude, you brought everything you got.
I brought you a bouquet of flowers.
Where do you want to start with the DS Adapt driver? Which one?
Let's talk about your favorite, the Max K.
Well, the Max K is my favorite. I love the LS too because I think it's the most beautiful shaping that I've seen in the marketplace.
Aerodynamic shaping is important for a lot of golfers.
But I've whispered such words of love to him previously about them. But let's talk about the Max K because I think it has the max potential to help a lot of people because of the technology, and that's what I really want to get into with you.
Yeah, I think one of the things about the Max K, our most stable driver we've ever made at Cobra Golf, it's one of the 10K drivers that's out there. It's the hot thing. It has the ability to help all golfers, like you said, whether you're a seasoned golfer or whether you're a beginner golfer. If you're looking for something that's more stable to bring consistency to your game or more fairways, that's a driver to consider. And we have guys who are upwards of 120 miles per hour that are trying this driver and falling in love. Wow. It doesn't overspin. It has a nice penetrating trajectory and lots of tunability to help you figure out the right setting.
We talk so much about stability, particularly folks when you're talking about stability on an off-center hit, so it's anywhere from around the face. What does that really mean? What are we talking about when we're talking about the moment of inertia, when we're talking about stability, and how were you guys able to max it out to this level?
Well, the USGA has limits on amount of stability on heel to toe, 5,900. So we know we can push that to that limit. And then we're also pushing the limits of how much stability there is on even up and down hits.
Yeah.
And what that means simply is when you hit it on the center, nothing of that matters. But when you do hit it off center, that movement or twisting of the face can make the ball orient its spin in a different direction. So when you hit it on the toe, the golf ball will want to start to the right because the face opens, and then it'll self-correct itself going towards the left side. And we're trying to reduce that movement, trying to create a smaller miss for you, if you will.
Each one of these I pull out of the bag, Jose. You told me which one was my favorite last time we were together. This X is pretty hot too. What can you tell me about this one?
So the X is what we would call the neutral driver. It's a great combination of both speed and forgiveness. So if you're somebody who's looking to reduce your spin a little bit more than maybe the K driver, the X will do that for you, right? It's a great position for a driver to be just standard. We call our standard driver.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, now I've got the LS. I still think that this shape, this overall package is beautiful, although I really feel like Cobra clubs are such speed machines. You're like a sports car to me when I look at it. This one is made for speed. This is the LS.
Yeah, if you're someone who has greater than 105 miles per hour, you can actually measure some club head speed gain on your TrackMan or your GC Quad, whatever you're using to measure. Guys who are at 120 miles per hour can gain up to 1.5 to 2 miles per hour club head speed. Kyle Berkshire, our speed demon, at 150 miles per hour, gained 3 miles per hour with peaks of 5 miles per hour.
This is the one he's using.
That's the one he'll be using in competition, and maybe a slightly lower loft than that 9 degree that you're holding.
How low? Come on, don't
we
tease
have
us.
of course, we have a 6 degree being made for him that can go down to 4 because he's known to play at 4.5. That's lower than some people's putter lofts,
Yeah, that
right?
is, yeah.
And it can go all the way up to 8.
Beautiful. Okay, this is the Max D. I'm taking this has a draw bias in it.
Yes, it is. That's the one that will help reduce your slice or create a draw bias for you.
Yep.
And it also helps you gain speed. It's one of the lighter heads we make, paired with a super light shaft. It's going to help you gain some club head speed, raise your trajectory, and maybe reduce a little bit of that slice.
Beautiful. You brought some fairway metals
this is
as
what
well.
you really want to talk to.
I'll get into that one second. Just let me hold these up because they're gorgeous. Anything with the fairway metals we want to point out before we move on?
I think the LS fairway is something that everybody should check out this year. That's our titanium fairway. It features tungsten on the inside and tungsten on the outside that's adjustable. So it's got a lot of forward low CG in a tungsten setup, tungsten head, tungsten face, lower CG, gets the ball airborne, and has a lot of flexion in it.
Beautiful. All right, because you're guiding me gently down this pathway with the iron. Whoa! This is gorgeous.
That is our 3D
This is the one
printed-
causing all the buzz.
That's the buzz, the 3DP Tour. Coming out this spring. It looks just like a normal player's iron, but small setup, small sole, but it's very big in playability. It's as forgiving as our new Adapt Max iron. That's how forgiving it is.
Beautiful. It's
small body,
gorgeous.
big playability, and for everybody out there, I mean, this is what the limited edition looked like when we launched it last June, right? Very, very close. But here I have a little surprise for you if you want to zoom in on that.
Oh, can
that's
you?
what's
Can you guys
going
in camera too? You
going
got
on
that?
the inside of that head. So it is completely hollowed out with a lattice structure that firms out the face. So it feels really solid like a muscle back because it is rigid. But we saved 100 grams from the inside of the body to position 2 50-gram tungsten weights, heel and toe, and low. So it's actually the lowest center of gravity so in all of our heads, which means for all you golfers out there, it's going to be the highest hitting. But it also features a high MOI because they're heel and toe, and it's so much weight. So
And when is this in the marketplace?
Middle of March this year.
Middle of March. All right, so we're just talking about a few weeks down the road. There's a lot of other stuff here. I did want to grab this. I know we talked about fairway metals, but this is a really cool looking hybrid that caught my eye.
That's the new Tech Hybrid. That's actually our one-length version that you're holding. And that Tech Hybrid is going to be out in March as well. We just launched it here at the show, and it's one of our better hybrids. Also featuring the Future Fit 33 system, which is kind of taking the fitting world by storm, right? It's a 33 setting hosel that allows you to really adjust all the settings for yourself. So if you need to hit it higher or lower, or more right or more
Here,
left,
let me
you
switch
can do
with
it.
you so I can hold this up to the camera.
Excuse me.
Higher, lower, more right or more left. How much movement can we make one way or the other?
Up to 2 degrees up or down, or 2 degrees left and right.
2 degrees up or down, or 2 degrees left and right. That's on the actual. He's talking about loft and lie, but with I know you're struggling as Jose, he's so emotional, we're about to lose him here. When you're talking about how much movement we can have in terms of club draw.
Direction, yeah, so that's about...
Draw, fade, straight, what can we do?
So that's about 16 and a half yards
I want to
left
make
and
sure
right.
you were okay, that's why I was...
Thank you for buying me some time. And that's about 800 RPMs of spin adjustability, 48 feet.
Wow.
Of height tunability.
Off the apex. So it's very, very cool. I'm going to give that one back
Thank
to you.
you.
We've got about a minute left here. I actually have seen these before from Cobra, but the line of putters that you're putting out are stout. Talk to us about the technology here in the seconds we have.
This is the addition to our putter line. This is the counterbalance putter.
Yep.
That's very hot right now in the marketplace.
Of course.
So the Agera model with the new steel face, heavier, firmer feel, built at 38 inches. For people who are looking for a more stable type of stroke, this counterbalance can really help you.
Beautiful. Seconds left. We've got some wedges here in various different finishes that look beautiful, but what I'm really turned on by is the different variances in the grind.
4 different grinds. So if you're steep, shallow, angle of attack, or you play in soft or firm conditions, there are different grinds that can help you wherever you play in the United States or around the world.
It is awesome. Jose, it's good to see you. I'm
Thanks
glad
for your
you
time.
survived this interview intact. I'm sure the booth is crazy busy. I hope you didn't catch a cold yesterday out in the rain.
It was pretty wet out there, I have to say. I didn't have this voice yesterday.
It sounds good. It's a good TV voice to have. Folks, thank you so much for your company. In just a couple of minutes, I'm heading over to the Golf Channel set. We're going to be live from the next 2 hours with Bailey, with reports here, with Rex and Damon from HQ. Thanks so much for your company. Bye for now.